Hello and welcome to Konrad Seidel's Beer of the Week. This week's beer comes from Golser, which is a very small village between Vienna and the Hungarian border. And there's a fairly new brewery that was set up in Golser a few years ago. And Golser, that's wine country, has been wine country for centuries, you can say. There have been breweries in that area, maybe in the 18th, early 19th century, but they have all been gone for a long time. And then they set up this new brewery amidst the wine country and tried to produce traditional beers like this Helles, which is a fairly good example of a Bavarian style Helles. And they packaged it in a traditional flip-top bottle with a bottle stopper, and you can not only see but can hear the plop. Oh yes, that was nice. And if you pour it correctly, you get a lot of foam, and you can read the brand name here. Isn't that nice? You can read Golser, which is the name of the village, Gols, and it's the Golser beer. It has quite a malty nose to it. Not much of hops. But then surprisingly little sweetness. The trick is you want to have caramel malts, you want to have malts that give the beer body, but it should not give too much sweetness to the beer. That enhances the drinkability. The bitterness, as with many beers that come from wine countries, it's very low in bitterness. So that's a beer that can easily be drunk sort of instead of a wine. Or if people come from wine tastings, especially red wines, they make you very thirsty, and then you want to have this beer. It's very refreshing. So this is the beer for wine-loving people, and it works with traditional food that you find there. So pork knuckles or sausages and maybe cheese. There should be quite a bright variety of cheeses that would work with that, like the cheese they have in this area, the Liptauer, which is Slovakian, and gives a spiciness that enhances the refreshing parts in that beer. That the carbonation works very well with the spiciness you find in a Liptauer cheese. So enjoy that beer. Enjoy it with maybe a healthy food, a very maybe also salty food. It could also work with salted fish, or enjoy it just as is. And join me next week for Konrad Seidel's Beer of the Week.